Hey, we're back. It was a very interesting day. Check this out. We're back outside. But, bro, couple things. Well, when you go to Malaysia, or when I come to Malaysia, you know, it's all very family events. You know what I mean? And everything's always around food. So I have to get used to it because when I'm in America, I usually have like one meal a day after work. I have just dinner. I fast breakfast and lunch. When I'm here, bro, minimum 4 or 5 meals a day, minimum. And we're talking like, oh my god, bro, I'm gonna barf because it's that's so much freaking food. But like this is how crazy it is. This morning, Julian's dad, his friend comes picks us up. His friend and his wife. His friend was a senior executive at Microsoft. He's retired now. He's freaking living life. He's rich as hell. Whatever. We go eat. We get nasi lemak, which is like kind of like fried chicken and rice, but it's the way it is delicious. I would put pictures, but I'm too lazy to edit this video. So then after that, we go back to his apartment because he needs to park his car. His parking is, you know, and his wife went to go play Batman. Then he's like, oh, let's go, because in his, you know, at the floor of a lot of high rises in Malaysia, or there's always like malls or like, you know, shopping plazas, like, but it's mostly malls, right? But like really, they're all the malls are insanely nice with like the high end fashion. Like, dude, everyone here is freaking dripped. So we go to the mall and he walks us. He's like, oh, let's go to my favorite place. He brings us to a Michelin star restaurant. So then we have like the soup with fresh fish, like fresh grouper. So we ate, and then me and her dad, we got back. We took the train back home. We walked. We made back to the apartment. We're sitting there. We're having tummy time. Both of us have our shirts off, and it was hot, and we have our shirts off. And then he's showing me like old music videos that he likes, like the Bee Gees and all this type of shit. And then her cousin like just walks in the house and was like, "Hey, we gotta go. It's dinner time." So food, relax, food. So we just, and this is usually the what I just had is usually what goes on, which is, so there was 30 people at this dinner, 15 per table. And what they do is they just order like freaking 20 dishes. And then there's just like a rotating table in the middle. Like, so they put all the dishes in the middle. You just rotate it. Like it's like a lazy Susan, massive lazy Susan. Fish, veggies. I had duck, chicken, a whole grouper, like the whole thing there, steamed. Bunch of pigs. No, what type of skin was it? Fish skin, like fried fish skin. All this shit, bro. Tell me why. So the other thing about Chinese people, very honest. And so in Malaysia, there's a couple demographics. There's the Malay people. They're more darker complexion people. I can't really give like what they kind of look like. Then there's the Bangladesh, the Pakistanis, Indians. So like think of like how dark an Indian is, and then like a Malay is in between like a Chinese person and a Indian, or yeah, Indian person. Like they're like dark complexion, but mostly Muslim. Anyways. But besides the point, I'm just saying Chinese people, like his whole family, or Julian's whole family, they're Chinese. They're Chinese immigrants to Malaysia, which is, I mean, a massive Chinese, like obviously. And bro, the first thing, I haven't, now this was the first time I've seen most of the family since last year, right? The first thing her aunt says to me is, "Wow, you've gotten fat." Yo. You fucking kidding me? I was like, what? I never think about my weight like that. Like it's not like something I really. I know I've been saying like I'm fat as fuck. I need to get skinny, but it's never been something like that bothered me. It's just me like, yeah, obviously I should work out and get back to being jacked. But then her one of Julian's uncles sits next to me, and he's like not uncle by blood. Like he's her aunt's. No. Wait, hold on. Let me think of. No, it's her cousin's husband, Julian's cousin's husband, and he's Indian, right? But no, it doesn't mean anything. But I'm just painting a picture for you, and he's deaf. Both the husband and wife, they're deaf, right? And so he sits next to me. I gotta like let me show you what exactly what. Let me put this, bro. He sits next to me, and he just signs. He's like, hey, how you know, we shake each other's hand. We're just chilling there for a bit. He's eating, and then he looks at me and he goes like this. And he's doing this with two hands. So he essentially what he just said. He said you flew over, ate a lot, and now you like blew up. Like he was essentially saying I'm fat. So now two people call me fucking fat, and I was like, no. I got so insecure, bro. I got so insecure. I was like, fuck, man. Am I that fucking fat that is noticeable? Like, where is my jaw, bro? It's literally missing. Yo, bro. At least I'm like, dude, if I just cut, I'll be freaking jacked. But so that happened. I'm fucking fat now, and people just like, oh my god. But the Chinese people are very like. I was surprised when Henry, the deaf cousin, said it. But Chinese people are usually they're very honest. They'll tell you when you're fat. You're fat. I mean, like. Anyways, so that happened. The other thing is like, when I come here, the only bad part about coming here is me realizing how I am not where I want to be. Like I get real insecure when I'm like in a weird like financially insecure because Julianne's cousins, her cousin and her cousin's husband, startup founders, entrepreneurs, like now run a 250 person enterprise that is in Japan, Malaysia, China, and like in all of their friends. That cousin and her husband, like that's why I came here last year was because those people were getting married, and when they got married, all of their friends are solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, like essentially live the life I want to live. And in a year's time, like I thought by this time this year, I'll be further down that goal. But the interesting is her cousin gave me one thing to do because over this year, like when I came back, she gave me one single goal. She says, no entrepreneur is addicted to something, right? Like in terms of like, I'm not gonna say I'll never say what I do, but essentially she was literally telling me like, you need to be sober minded, you need to have a clear head, like you need to be able to quick decision making, critical thing. You have to be sober. So it took me until like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, whenever that was. It took me the whole year to do that, to do her first thing she told me to do. And I know they're like almost in their 40s now. But just the way they live life, bro. They take sabbaticals every year to they go skiing in Japan. You know, and it's just like the life they live. You know, they can just do whatever they like. You know, I mean, it's just like, and then also, Julianne, her dad. You know, he's sitting over there. Her dad's friend that we had dinner with, and our lunch with and breakfast. Bro, I'm not gonna say his net worth, but it's in the tens of millions of dollars. Like where he has properties in like 8 different countries. All of his children have like $7 million trust funds, and he has like Julianne's dad. He kept trying to pay for the food we were getting, and his wife was like, "We have too much money. Like stop." Like she wasn't trying to be mean. She was literally like, "We need to spend this shit." And his biggest. And this guy, he was telling us that he went up to Parliament, Malaysian Parliament, and explained to them what they need to do and how they need to fix education and fix the country. Like this guy he has patents on a bunch of operating systems. Like when you're, dude, entrepreneurship, solar, like that type of shit, startup shit, like it's contagious. Like you can't, if you're like around these, like if I was around these people all the time, I would be so insane. So that's the part that only makes me insecure because I'm like, damn, these people are living the life that I want to live, and her cousin essentially gave me the roadmap on how to get there, and it took me the whole year to just do step 1. And I told her that, and she was proud of me. She was like, well, yeah, that's the hardest step. So yeah, that's kind of how today went. Fire food though. Ate like a beast. Ate like a freaking beast. Oh. But yeah, so I guess I think that today is going to be the thing that makes me lose weight. and like get back to being jacked. Because there's no way I'm noticeably that much bigger in a year. I'm noticeably bigger with the first thing her aunt says to me, Julian's aunt says to me is, "Wow, you've gotten so fat." And you know, it could be, you know, obviously it seems like mean or whatever, but that's just how it is. Like that's just how it is here, bro. Like I told her cousin, that the cousin who owns this who owns this condo, the one that's the solopreneur. I told her, because it's her mom that told me that, and she's like, "Well, welcome to the family. Welcome to the Chinese to a Chinese family." Like they just busted out laughing. I'm like, damn, I'm so hurt by this, but yeah. So I don't know. I need to get on my shit, and I need to find, like, I have it. We're in my home, or where I live in Florida, has a entrepreneurship town center with 200 companies. Like, and I went there one time and had a great event, and I've networked so hard. And I'm like, like what? Because when I'm here, it's contagious, bro. I'm sitting in a fucking high rise. I'm sitting in a fucking high rise downtown in the capital of Malaysia, bro. I want to live here 6 months out of the year, and I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna figure it out because I love it here. But I'm sitting here, and this is the exact same feeling I got when I was here last year. I was sitting with the cousin. It was her wedding. She booked the hotel where the wedding venue was at. We were in a high rise, and I was overlooking the city with a cigarette in my hand, and I was like, "Fuck, man, I need to lock in." And I kind of locked in. I'm in 100 videos. That's a cool thing, and I'm almost at 100 subscribers, so that's really cool. I locked in some ways, but it took me all year to get sober, bro. I mean, I wasn't in my addiction for the first, until July. The first 6 months of the year I was sober. And then it took me X amount of time to get, you know what I mean? But it's like, dude, and the thing is, I know materialism is not everything, but you know, money is power. Like, you walk around, and like every car in this apartment garage is fucking insane. And the coolest thing about Southeast Asia and Malaysia and these countries is the type of cars that they have are just infinitely infinitely better than so America. I don't know if it's a tariff thing, but we blocked like most of the EVs, or like all the EVs from China, because if we were to import them and we were to allow them to compete in the American market, Tesla wouldn't exist anymore, because China is producing these cars for cheaper, and they are better, and they can produce more of them. Like BYD, crazy company. Geely has as the Reeker, I think that's what's called, a Reeker, something like that. Geely is like the parent company of like Volvo and all those other companies. Like, dude, there's so many sick EVs here, and it's like incredible, bro. All the cars are so sick, but you're going down this any parking garage you look, bro. Like, wealth is contagious, bro. Like, if you're around wealthy people, if you're around 5 wealthy people, you'll become the 6th, right? And I just need to surround myself with people like her cousin, and like Julian's cousin and stuff like that, and her husband. Because it's like, bro, I don't know, man. Being able to like travel, even the dude, I'm telling you, the dude went in breakfast with him. So in Malaysia, you can stay for 90 days every visit. You have a 90-day visa. So what he does, but he doesn't even use the full 90 days. It's every time you can go 90 days and then leave and come back for 90 days, right? What this guy does is not even that. Him and his wife they come here for 2 weeks, then they travel for 3 weeks. Come here for 2 weeks, travel for 3 weeks. They're trying to conquer all of China. And I know in the US we have insane anti-China propaganda, but go anywhere else, go to Southeast Asia, like China is innovating so hard. They've cleaned up the street, they've cleaned the air, like there's obviously gonna be some parts that are polluted, but essentially what they're telling us, the people that actually went to China, they're like, it's so it's like insanely futuristic, and it's like, but even the nature they were showing, like, the nature they were showing us, like everything. I don't know. It's insane. So I think that's that. So in conclusion, I'm fucking fat. I need to lock the fuck in, because it's not why, it's not why would it be me. It's when is it gonna be me. It's just about when. And when is now. It's always now, but it's really about time catching up, right? Like I need to. Things are all gonna fall into place, but I need to once again buy the ticket. Like my therapist said, I need to buy the ticket. What would that look like in terms of entrepreneurship? It's just starting a company, whether it's fucking piece of shit or not, or just going into like the innovation square or the entrepreneurship square, going there, just walking in, talking to other entrepreneurs, seeing what's going on with them. Like, just buy the ticket, bro, and things will fall into place. I mean, how can I not see that? It's happened on every step of my life. As long as I walk forward, God's got me, right? As long as I walk forward, the universe got me, or even, this is the last thing I want to say is, someone commented on the video that had titled, like, how do I share the gifts of God to those that don't believe, right? And essentially he was pointing out, like, the faulty thinking in this is that, like, you're essentially saying that people have to believe in God, right? And I sent a long comment to this person, because it was like, I never want to come off that way. I want this channel to be incredibly inclusive to all creeds, right? Race, religions, creeds. Like, the only reason I use God in the Bible is because that is what's convenient to me. And I don't know, like, I'm not like an evangelist. I don't care what y'all believe in. It doesn't bother me. And so, I was just explaining, like when I talk about like I just use Jesus like as a figure, right? Like, he's just a egregore, right? He's just a representation. Like, he was definitely a real dude, like probably a real dude, right? And I think you could just look at the Bible and just read it, just like I think you can read any holy text and get something out of it, right? I'm not like clear set on anything, like, but when I title a video like Psalms XYZ, like that, when I'm taking a walk and like, if you watch that video, you'll see how insane it is, right? Sometimes you read shit and it just hits you. Like, there's some, like, I'm definitely I believe in mysticism. I'm definitely there's some, or Gnosticism, like, there's some mystical shit going on. But in the comment, I even told the guy, like, even from like a psychological perspective, like, if I get to a state of self-actualization, or overcome trauma, wouldn't my next step to be is like if I see people in my life or whoever else, like, falling or not, getting hit with similar trauma, like, wouldn't I want to, like, try to help them or guide them a certain way, but not in a way that, like, I'm grooming them, but, like, I mean, that was what the point of that video was, like, a pondering of, like, I'm having this issue where, like, how do I meet people where they're at? Like, and I use Jesus, like, Jesus would meet people where they were at, not like, let me come up from up here. And I think that was, like, the pondering of the video. It wasn't like you need to believe in God or something like that, but I think you can extrapolate what I'm saying into, a purely psychological perspective, a spiritual perspective, any perspective, whatever resonates with you. And so I never want to come off as some, like, evangelical. Like, that's not who I am. I'm not here to, like, convert people to whatever. I mean, yes, I believe in, like, there's fucking just shit happens in my life where it's just clearly obvious that there's some, greater force. But even when I just said earlier, which is like, I know that as long as I buy a ticket, things will fall into place. From a psychological perspective, you can just believe in self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, if I believe something's gonna happen, I'm gonna confirm every point in my life, every little thing that happens in my life is gonna confirm that belief. That's what I'm looking for. That's what my brain's gonna look for. That's why you have to change your subconscious. If I go the Jungian route, whatever it is. And so, yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I never want to come off that way. Like I am going to talk about God. I am going to talk about, the Bible from time to time. I might talk, like, but I also talk about, like, I talk about like movie characters and like Peaky Blinders, Tommy Shelby, right? Like, I talk about a lot of different characters and different, because that's how my brain works. Like, I'm just giving examples. I'm like trying to, like, put things together, or I give, like, just examples to help me conceptualize what my thoughts better, and ground things in reality. So yeah, I'm sorry. Like if I ever came off like evangelical or something like that, like I don't want. I want to be very like inclusive. I want everyone to be able to like watch me and take something away from it. But anyways, heartburn. Yeah, guys, girls, gays, queers, they, them, Caesar, any, all, everyone, anyone. Have a blessed rest of your. I don't know what day it is. Is it today Friday? I think today's Friday for me. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on a beautiful Saturday. Well, it will be Friday for you guys. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.